All right, so I'd like to welcome you to today's podcast. Okay, so this one has been titled Building a Strong Personal Brand. Okay, so every person is supposed to have a brand for his business, for his career, and his person. Okay, every individual has a unique difference, has a unique peculiarity that you need to push out to the market so that people can see what you have, see your value, identify what you carry, and then place commercial value on what you have. It's very important. So your personal brand is a reflection of your skills, all right, of your experiences, of your personality. It can greatly influence how people perceive you. So it's very important that you have a strong personal brand, as it were. Okay, so what are the importance of having a strong personal brand? Number one, a strong personal brand helps you to stand out. All right, it communicates your unique values and expertise. All right, so there are no two people that are the same anywhere. We all carry our uniqueness. There's something that makes us different. There's something that makes us stand out. So what is that thing that you have? Build a brand around it, and it will help you to be positioned to meet the right people, because there are people that need your skill, there are people that need your talent, there are people that need your expertise. So if it is not well packaged, all right, it will not help you to stand out. So a personal brand helps you to stand out. All right, the next one is that it builds trust and credibility. It's very important. So your audience need to see that they trust you, all right, that they have seen this confidence that it has built. It helps them to take advantage of what you can offer because they trust you, they have seen it, all right, and your brand is consistent, very consistent. You are showing up every time, not show up once and then run away. No, you need to always be in their face at all times. So when you put this together, it helps you to build a brand together. Another thing it does, it helps you to become more visible. So branding builds visibility. All right, you are more visible to your potential employers, to your clients, your collaborators, to any person that might need your services. So the more you build a brand around what you do, the more visible you become. All right, because people will be seeing you, they'll be seeing your product, they'll be seeing what you're offering. So once you don't build a personal brand around it, it's very possible that you will not be visible. Another thing it does is that it helps you to influence others. It helps you to make significant impact in your industry. You can't influence people that you have not had a contact with. No, they need to have a contact with you via your brand. And then after that, then those people begin to interact with you. And then by doing so, you can influence them. You can't influence people you have not contacted. So once there is no contact, there is no contract. It's very important that you pay attention to that. So how do you build a personal brand? It's very simple. Number one, do a self-assessment of your skills, values, passions, and experiences. All right, so what do you excel at? What are the things you are very good at? Some of you can write very well. That's what you know how to do. Some of you can speak. Some of you that listen to me now can draw, you can paint, you can dance, you can use CorelDRAW, you can drive. Those are skills, all right? You can talk to people anywhere, you can market, all right? So what are you most passionate about? What are you most passionate about? What defines you? What makes you unique? So write a list of what makes you you. Write a list of the things you excel at. So by so doing that, you begin to build a brand around it. All right. You are good with photography. You are good with videography. You are good with graphics. You are good with Excel. You are good with whatever. All right. So begin to list it out and then begin to build a brand around it. So those are one of the ways you can build a brand. Another thing you need to do is that you need to define your target audience. All right. So you cannot reach everybody. That's the truth. There are some people that need what you're offering. All right. So identify them, know where they are located, know where they are, target them, understand who you want to reach with your personal brand, because not everybody will need your services. That's the truth. So whatever you're offering, there are people somewhere that need your services. So what you need to do is you need to locate them. What are their interests? Okay. What are their habits? What are their behaviors? Okay, so what are the things that they like? Okay, so how can they take advantage of what you're offering? So once you don't target them in that right order, it will be difficult for you to locate them. So number 2 is locate your target audience. Define them. Who am I meant to reach out to? Who needs my product? Who needs my services? Who needs what I'm offering? It's very important. Another one is you need to build a consistent brand message. All right, so craft your brand in such a way that you begin to tell your story. There's always a brand story that communicates who you are, all right, what you stand for and what you can offer. So build a story around your brand. Okay, so I don't want to advertise anybody, I will mention a particular brand, but there's some people you see, when you see yellow anywhere you see yellow, right, you know that there's a particular brand that has that particular name that stands for that particular color, as it were. So it's very important. So build a consistent brand. When people see your brand anywhere, they should know that this is what you represent, this is who you are, and this is what you are offering. The next one is establish an online presence. All right, establish an online presence. If your business is not online right now, in the next couple of years, you'll be out of business, because the world is now a global village where you can reach out to people at any time, anywhere around the world. All right, so thank God for COVID. When COVID came, it now demystified the online community, whereby you can reach out to anybody in any part of the world at any time, any day. So one of the ways to create an online presence is to build a website. All right, build a website, create a website, meet people that can do it. Let them build a website for you to showcase your personal experience, to showcase your expertise. You can have a blog, all right, weekly blog posts that you share to talk about your expertise. Bring out your thought leadership in that particular industry. There is something you know that somebody needs to hear. There is something you have that somebody needs to take advantage of. All right, so ensure your social media pages or social media profile reflect your brand. So have presence on all of those social media platforms. So the truth is, you don't have to be on all social media platforms. Okay, you don't have to be. All right, so if yours is just YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, or X that you are used to, or that you can meet your target audience, that's it. If you are targeting people below 25, I'm sure Instagram and TikTok should be like your selling point. All right, so you have no business with LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is for B2B, more or less, for business people, corporate and all of that. If you are targeting corporate, you don't have any business with TikTok, because your potential target audience is not on TikTok. All right, that's the truth. So whoever you are targeting will now determine the platform to build or the platform to create, as it were. So you need to regularly share updates, all right, on your social media platforms. So when you do that weekly, or you do that bi-weekly, or you do that whatever, so just have a consistent routine of putting out your content to your audience, and let it align with your brand, let it align with your personal vision, let it align with what you have to offer. All right, another thing you need to do is you need to build what we call network. You need to build network. You need to build relationship, build network. Someone will say your network is your net worth. All right, so don't trivialize relationship. Don't look down on relationship. Attend events. All right, when was the last time you attended an industry event? When was the last time you participated in an online poll? When was the last time you joined a professional group? When was the last time you did that to expand your network? So you can take advantage of all of this, and then your brand begins to be known, begins to be visible. When you don't show up, people don't know you. All right, and then people can't take advantage of what you have to offer. That's the truth. There is someone somewhere that is making a very huge amount of money, high income, and the truth is that person doesn't even know half of what you know. The difference is that he has positioned himself, he has built a brand around what he's doing, and then people will now place a demand on it. People place demand on things that are visible, on what they can see. So once they are not seeing you around, there is no demand. So it doesn't work that way. So you are there, you are good, you have this skill, you have this expertise. Push it out, let people see, let people take advantage of it. So one of the ways to do that is when you begin to network with people in events, in forums, all right, in professional groups, and have that particular network. And then by so doing, you can actually build your personal brand. Another thing is you need to pay attention to how people perceive your brand. All right, so seek for feedback. Seek for constructive feedback. Okay, what are people saying? Get feedback from your mentors, get feedback from your audience, get feedback from people. What are the things you need to improve on? What are the things you need to work on? What is working? What is not working? So feedback helps you to grow. Right? They say feedback is the breakfast of champions. Very important, because that helps you go back to the drawing board. So you know what? I need to improve on this. I need to get better at this. I need to become this. I need to become that. So having that feedback platform, by understanding how people perceive your brand, you can improve on. So you can, let's move things around. Let's move here. Let's move this. Let's do this. Let's do that. So if you don't have that consistent feedback mechanism, you won't know how far you would have gone. All right, so what is important is that you need to take advantage of that as it were. So in conclusion is, establishing a strong online presence is an ongoing process. All right, you don't get everything at once. No, it requires you to be aware of yourself. It requires strategic planning. It also requires consistent effort. So someone said nothing is working until someone is working on it. You cannot come to a level of relevance without work. Work is what puts you out there. Is what gives you that sense of playing ground. So be consistent. All right, it's a process. It takes time. Any brand that you're building takes time. So give it time. Give yourself time to grow. All right, it's very important. All right, so establishing a powerful personal brand. So when you do that, you can differentiate yourself. You can build credibility. You can create opportunities. You can also create a platform for personal and professional growth. The essence of this is for people to get to know you, know what you stand for, know what you are offering, and know what you are capable of doing. And then they begin to place a demand on that. Every person on this planet has a treasure. But the difference between you and that person is that one of you is actually building a brand, while the other is not. So any grace you are seeing anywhere, any person you are seeing, any treasure you are seeing anywhere, that people are taking advantage of, it means that such individual are actually taking our time to build a personal brand. Remember, your brand is your reputation, right? Your brand is what people will actually think in their mind, is what they are going to reflect. Okay, what's going on? When they come to you, what do they get? What kind of feeling do they get? Do they get better? Did their life get better? Or are they worse at it by just getting contact with your brand? So make it count. Your life depends on your brand. So branding is the way you handle your branding is how people will handle your life, because your brand is your reputation. Your brand is your life. So make it count. I'll see you next time in another episode. So do all you can to click the subscribe button. All right, click the notification button so that anytime we release a new video, you're able to get access to it. So tell your friends, share this video. Invite your friends to like, to subscribe, and then to share. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.